Hi guys, this is Bill Mabry with BillMabryCoaching.com. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Today's topic is about hydrogen-rich water, which those of you that follow me know I talk a lot about this. And the reason why I do a lot of these videos, or I do a lot of posts about the contamination in our source water, because it's true. The media, the researchers, the World Health Organization, the EPA, and other nonprofit organizations are trying to warn the public on how toxic the water is, their source water of drinking is. And also this includes all your bottled water. There's plenty of news media videos and information that is proving and showing that there's large amounts of plastic particles in all of your bottled water. And even those of you that are thinking they're drinking healthy water, alkaline water from those health food stores and paying big bucks for them, that's including those plastic water bottles. There's plenty of research that you can go look at for yourself. The problem is the public is taking their water for granted, thinking they're drinking clean water when they're not, and the bottling companies are wording these waters as fresh water, fresh stream water. That's bull. That's a bunch of bull. It's not true. And so you need to really look at what I'm about to tell you here, that our family have been drinking hydrogen-rich water, which has a very powerful antioxidant known as hydrogen H2 that actually has the ability to help flush out the toxic chemicals, the environmental toxic chemicals you're going to be consuming every single day. And those of you that are on the standard American diet, most of you are eating a lot of chemicals and hormones and antibiotics that are in your foods you are eating, and those are also being stored up at the cellular level, causing medical issues over time. And so what I'm about to show you is the Japanese and the Asian countries have developed an in-home ionizer that takes your source water and converts it into hydrogen-rich water, which has that molecule known as hydrogen H2, which is therapeutic to the body. Plenty of case studies, over 1,000 peer scientific case studies proving how the hydrogen H2 in hydrogen-rich water has therapeutic ability to be able to help with many disease models, and that's including type 2 diabetes, fatty liver disease, cancer, autoimmune diseases, high blood pressure, high bad cholesterol particles, and many, many, many more. But most of the public, they don't know about this, is because nobody is talking about it except for a few of us are. So what I've done here is that because there is so much scientific research out there, there are now multiple manufacturers producing these ionizers, which some of them are known as hydrogen H2 generators. And the problem is that not all ionizers are working the way they're supposed to be working. And that's where I come in. I have been working with a company for over 13 years. And the problem was the company that I was with that was manufacturing these ionizers haven't been keeping up with the new technology. And what has been bothering me for a few years is that I know that the ionizers, the internal filters, were not taking out all of the toxic chemicals that are in source waters that they claimed that those filters were, and they were not, and that bothered me a lot. I can't afford to have my clients who have some type of medical issue to be drinking any kind of toxic chemicals, because I know I have enough education. I am a certified molecular hydration specialist, which makes me a expert when it comes to water. I'm an expert as well as knowing about toxic chemicals and how the toxic chemicals react to the cells at the cellular level and the damage that those toxic chemicals can do. Now the problem is what bothers me is that if you don't take all the toxic chemicals out of the water before it goes through the electrolysis process to convert the water into hydrogen rich water, then what happens to those toxins that are left in the water become more bioavailable at the cellular level, and that's the damage. That's what bothers me. Also, scaling of your devices. Now, the most popular device out there right now, the highest selling one, you have to clean that device at least every 2 weeks now, because the water, your source water, has gotten so hard that it's causing issues to the plates in the internal mechanism of these devices. Now, when those plates, those electrical plates, there's about 7, some devices have 7, some devices have 9 plates. Those plates are when they get scaled, they're causing the most important part of hydrogen-rich water to be dissipated, and that's the hydrogen H2. So the more scaling you get on those plates, the less hydrogen H2 you're going to get, and so that makes the water not therapeutic anymore. So these devices you have to clean every 2 weeks. You got to send them in. I recommended my people to send their devices in to be deep cleaned twice a month. Well, the Japanese and the Asian countries came up with a new way of automatically cleaning these devices, where you no longer have to actually clean the device every 2 weeks, or send them in and spend the money or the time it takes to deep clean them. The new technology actually self-cleans itself. The devices I'm talking about is the Alkaviva device. That seems to be the one that's been doing the most research on it, and they went to the new system known as Darc 2. And so these devices will actually clean themselves every time you turn that water on, which is going to descale the plates in those electrolysis devices. That way you're going to get a consistency of a high amount or a high concentration of H2, and that's what you want. Actually, I've tested 3 or 4 different of the other devices that produce hydrogen, and I could even get a detection of hydrogen H2 in them even after they were deep cleaned. And that's why I left after 13 years the company that is probably the top selling company, and I'm now promoting Alkaviva devices because of their new internal filter technology. Takes out 249 of those toxic chemicals, and which means it takes out 99.9% of the chemicals. And also because it has the new cleaning technology where it's going to protect the plates from scaling, because I want all my clients to be drinking the highest concentration of H2. Our environment is getting so bad every single year, and the hydrogen H2 is able to neutralize the free radicals that you're consuming by breathing the toxic chemicals in the air. See, the toxic chemicals are causing free radical damage to your body at the cellular level. And the hydrogen H2 is designed to neutralize those free radicals before they do damage to your cells at the cellular level. And so we need the highest concentration of hydrogen H2. And so what I did, guys, I put together a flyer that actually shows all the different types of water that Alkaviva hydrogen H2 generator produces, and the new technology that they've added to it to make it more superior than most all of those other ionizers out there. Again, the most important part of your ionizer is, does it take out all the toxic chemicals that is going through that electrolysis device? The other thing you have to see is, do they have a certified third-party lab test showing the different chemicals that they are taking out? Not an internal test, not a company test. This has to be done by a certified third-party lab. And that, if you notice, if you go to my Team Alkaviva / Drink Nature's Water / you click on Get Started, go through the short videos that explain the power of hydrogen H2 for many disease models, you'll notice that there is also a video about the new internal filter technology and the actual lab test itself. And as you go through the different chemicals, you'll notice that fluoride is in there, and right next to the fluoride it says ND. ND, what all that means is it's non-detectable. So let's go over to the flyer that I developed. Okay guys, so this is the flyer that I developed because I wanted to show the public out there exactly who is Alkaviva, why do I feel their devices are superior over all the other devices that are on the market today, including the device that is probably the top selling device. And so the title of this flyer is what makes Alkaviva hydrogen H2 generator superior over all the other H2 ionizers. And again, guys, as you can see, this is a picture of the Alkaviva above counter device that produces hydrogen rich water. And they also have an under the counter device if you do not want it above the counter. But this is the device, the healthiest and safest water for your whole family. It is toxic free. Hydrogen H2 in every glass of water known to be therapeutic to the body. So for every glass that you're drinking, if you're drinking the amount of water that you need per day, that could be 64 ounces minimum, up to 120 ounces a day, every single glass you're getting is going to have a large concentration of hydrogen H2 in it. And you are going to be getting the most powerfulest antioxidant that's going to help to neutralize the most dangerous free radicals you are consuming on a daily basis. This water, when it goes through the electrolysis device, is actually been changed. The construction of the water has been changed, and so it's more. It's able to flush out the stored up toxic chemicals at the cellular level, and that's the issue. The water you're drinking today, most of you are drinking, the bottled water you're drinking today is very acidic to the body, causing major inflammation. Inflammation is the root cause to all diseases. You can look that up yourself. This water, hydrogen-rich water, has the ability to penetrate the cell more efficiently. Also, it has the ability to penetrate the blood-brain barrier to flush out the toxic chemicals in the brain as well. And there's plenty of scientific case studies showing it. Matter of fact, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people all over the world have now realized how bad their source drinking water is, and now they are looking, or they actually have these electrolysis devices. But like I said, not all electrolysis devices are made the same, and not all of them are putting out the amount of hydrogen H2 you need to be drinking on a daily basis to be able to do what hydrogen H2 is designed to do, and that's to help the body reverse many disease models. Now the next step here is the Alkaviva as the new filter technology. This is probably one of the most important parts of a device. Does your ionizer take out over 249 of the toxic chemicals, or 99.9% of the toxic chemicals? Has that water been tested by a third-party lab, like certified, not a just regular lab? It needs to be tested by a certified lab in order to make sure those two filters are taken out. Now in the Alkaviva device you have two filters in there, not just one, and both of these filters were certified by a third-party lab showing they take out 249 toxic chemicals. In other words, 99.9% of the toxic chemicals before it goes through the electrolysis device. Remember what I said. You want to take out those toxic chemicals before it goes through the electrolysis process, because if you don't, whatever toxic chemicals is left in that water, when it goes through the electrolysis process, it will actually make those toxic chemicals more bioavailable to cause damage at the cellular level. Now, like I said, I'm an expert when it comes to water. I'm an expert when it comes to the toxic chemicals in water. And I'm an expert when it comes to knowing what toxic chemicals can do, the damage it can do at the cellular level. Now, the next most important part of your device is, does it have the new cleaning technology? See, scaling is the biggest enemy of hydrogen H2. If your device does not have the new tech, now all this new technology just recently came out, and that's why most devices do not have it, because they're not staying up with the new technology. It's just like myself. I'm a certified molecular hydration specialist, but I have to continually educate myself. There's always new science coming out about the importance of hydration and the importance of how molecular hydrogen H2 has the ability to reverse many disease models. It's the same thing with these devices. They're always coming out with better technology, and most companies, manufacturing, just are not staying up with it because it's costing them too much money to change. Well, Alkaviva looks at your health is more important. And so by putting that new Darc 2 cleaning system in these devices, it's actually going to help to descale the plates that are used to convert the water, your source water, into hydrogen H2 water, and continually cleaning these plates on every time you use the water. That's the most important thing. You got to continually clean these plates. There's no more worrying about cleaning them every 2 weeks. You don't have to put solution in there to clean these plates. And you don't have to take your machine in every 6 months or every year to have it deep cleaned, spend the money to have it deep cleaned. And then they keep the machines for, depending on how busy they are, they'll keep the machines for 2 or 3 months. You don't have to worry about the Alkaviva automatically cleans itself every time you use the water. Now, the Alkaviva has several different types of water that it produced, and it can be used for several different things. And so what the high alkalinity, which is 11.0, that the Alkaviva produces, you guys can actually clean your fruits and vegetables, and you can clean the pesticides and herbicides off of those fruits and vegetables. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, I eat organic and there's no pesticides. Sorry guys, you're wrong. There's a lot of pesticides that are on the organic ones. There's well over a dozen. You still have to use the 11.0 water that's produced by the Alkaviva device to clean those fruits and vegetables. And so there's also another water that they have that they produce. It's called 2.5 strong acidic. What about all the bacteria that are on your fruits and vegetables at the store if you're buying them? How many times, think about this, people touch these fruits and vegetables all the time. So after you've soaked your fruits and vegetables in 11.5, or you rinsed them off with 11.5, then you must do the other part of the water. There's 2 types of water that the Alkaviva produces. It produces a alkalinity water that's therapeutic to the body, which has the H2 in it, but it also produces a strong acidic 2.5, which is known as hypochlorous acid. Hypochlorous acid is actually a safe, non-toxic water that a lot of the clinics the wound care clinics are using to help reverse many skin diseases. But if you look on Amazon and how much hypochlorous acid costs, you actually produce this type of acidic water that helps with many skin diseases and kills the bacteria off your fruits and vegetables. You're making it for free. Okay. Also, guys, those of you that are using a lot of different household cleaning chemicals, you can scrap all those. The 11.5 is used for cleaning in the house. The strong acidic water, which is 2.5 hypochlorous acid, is also used as a disinfectant in your house as well. So all those chemicals, you guys know, those household chemicals are toxic to the family. You can look that up yourself. guess what? Get rid of them all. You no longer have to, if you have a Alkaviva above counter or under the counter unit, you no longer need to buy any more household cleaners. You can use your 11.0 to clean the house and follow it by using the strong acidic hypochlorous acid 2.5 to disinfect the whole house. Now, not only does the Alkaviva produce hydrogen H2 in every glass of water that will help with many disease models, it also produces the water that cleans the pesticides and herbicides off of fruits and vegetables. It actually will reduce the acidity of your coffee and tea and enhance the antioxidants in your green tea to help with boosting your immune system. It also provides water for skin, face, and hair and helps slow premature aging, and a strong acidic water that kills bacteria. You know, you can scrap all your household. So there's all kinds of, that's just part of what this water can do. There's much, much more. Hey guys, I'm back. I had to actually stop in the middle of my video because two of my youngest grandkids came into my office and wanted to say hi to me before they left for the park. So I had to edit that part of it out of it. Anyway, guys, I wanted to just go over real quick on why Alkaviva Water Ionizers are superior to all other ionizers, and why I did decide to go to Alkaviva. And there was three main reasons why. And the first reason for me going to Alkaviva, and the most important reason, was the new internal filter technologies. These filters, after I researched it, took out about 249 of the most dangerous toxic chemicals in our source water. What was really crazy is I went through all the chemicals, and I noticed that in there, and you'll notice it too, if you go to my teamalkaviva.com/drinknatureswater/website, click on Get Started, watch the short videos. When you get to the certified lab test part of it, you'll notice that fluoride is in there, and next to it is ND, the two letters ND, which means non-detectable. But these two eternal filters that are actually in the device themselves will take out 99% of the toxic chemicals that are in the water. Now remember again, you want to take out the toxic chemicals because you don't want it to go through, you don't want those chemicals to go through the electrolysis process, because they do make it more bioavailable to cause damage at the cellular level and to cause damage to the mitochondria at the cellular level. And so that is the biggest reason, because I work with a lot of very unhealthy people with many disease models, and they can't afford to be taking to have any kind of toxic chemicals. We all know that toxic chemicals causes inflammation, or for the body to be acidic. Inflammation is the root cause to all diseases. The number two reason why, guys, I decided to go with Alkaviva is the new cleaning technology that they had added to their devices. It's called the Darc 2. And I've mentioned this in the video that scaling is the enemy of hydrogen H2. So if you're not continually and consistently cleaning your device that has these electrical or has these plates that actually reconstructs the water that's going in there into hydrogen H2, and if you're not cleaning them continually from scaling, your concentration of H2 is not going to be enough to be therapeutic to the body. Now again, there's three properties to hydrogen-rich water: the alkalinity, the negative ORP, which means oxidation reduction potential, and of course the most important one is H2. You eliminate the H2 from the hydrogen-rich water, you no longer have therapeutic water. So that's very important. That's why scaling, the device that you own needs to descale itself every time you use that water, because our water is so hard. And then the third reason why I went to Alkaviva was most of the time Alkaviva will produce double the concentration of H2 H2, which is a therapeutic molecule. This also depends on your source water. So the more minerals you have in your source water, the higher concentration of hydrogen H2 you're going to have. Here at the house where I am now, my source water is very high in minerals. So I'm putting out almost double the hydrogen H2 that I was putting out with my other device that I was promoting. And so, in my opinion, and this is my opinion because there's more research coming out. I'm a research nut. I've been doing research on hydrogen-rich water for over 15 years now. And from what I'm reading so far, because every year our environmental toxins are getting so bad that we will never get away from those toxins causing inflammation to our body. But those of us that are drinking hydrogen-rich water that has a good high concentration of H2, we have a better ability to flush out all those environmental toxins that we're breathing in every single day, and all those foods that have the toxins and chemicals in them, because the water we're drinking has the ability to flush out the toxic chemicals that could possibly be stored up in those cells. That's the issue. When you can't flush out those toxic chemicals, they store up in your cells. And there's a part of the cell that's very important for your overall health, and that's called the mitochondria. These toxic chemicals will actually damage the mitochondria, and the mitochondria, when it's damaged for a long period of time, is shown to cause many cancers, or many types of cancers. So that is a third part of the Alkaviva that I really wanted for my clients as well. Okay, guys, so again, you guys can go to my team, alkaviva.com/drinknatureswater/website. Click on Get Started, watch all the short videos, and you can also go to my billmabrycoaching.com. You can hit on free consultation, and we can talk more about the water as well. And if you have some kind of medical issue, let's talk about that also. You guys have a great day. I'll see you guys at the next video.